Hey guys, what's up? So I just thought I'd do a little update. I'm about a little bit over 2 weeks post-op today, like 2 weeks and a day post-op. And so I just thought I would talk about how I'm feeling emotionally, physically, and I'll tell you a little bit about how I pee currently, because there's been a little bit of confusion. Like, I do go to the bathroom, but I'm not peeing out of my phallus yet. So when I pee, I'll just talk to you about it right now. So let's do this. Okay. Hope I don't flash you. So currently I'm peeing out of a tube. This is my catheter, and it is connected. I don't want to show too much. It's connected right there. It goes into my abdomen, and it looks really gross, actually. I don't know if anyone's catheter gets as dirty as mine looks right now, but so this is capped. This used to be connected to a bag, but I cap it now, so when I feel my bladder fill up and I feel the urge to pee, I just uncap this and empty it straight to the toilet. So I get to stand to pee, but it's kind of cheating, and I don't necessarily want to use this in like a public restroom, so I get a little bit anxious about that if I do go out in public. And I did go out in public for the first time yesterday, and that was interesting because I still have to keep my dick at like a 45-degree angle. It's still healing, and I'm not supposed to let it just kind of hang. I'm supposed to keep it supported, so it kind of puts it out in full like boner status. And so I went to Whole Foods with my mom, and it felt really good to get out of the house, but it also felt really weird to be walking around like making sure that no one was staring at the party going on in my pants, because I was like walking around with a boner. So I had the shopping cart and I was holding on, like kind of leaning over, trying to make my shirt like cover the crotch of my pants. And I don't know how successful I was, but like I just tried not to make eye contact with people, kind of kept my head down. So yeah, it was anxiety inducing, but it did help me get less stir crazy, kind of helped the day go by faster, and just good to get fresh air and stuff like that. So minus having to hide my boner and feeling very socially anxious, it was good. And yeah, I walk like an old man still. I kind of like shuffle step because I don't want to like open up any stitches or anything like that. This recovery has kind of been different in that some days are better than others. Like one day I'll be feeling really good, then the other day I'll have more pain, and that's kind of what happened. I think I was like sitting too much, or I just got too confident in sitting, and I got really sore in the vaginectomy area. So like the next few days I just did not sit at all because it was pretty sore. And yeah, so that's kind of noticed this recovery. It's kind of been up and down, and like today I feel pretty good. And someone came and visited me today, so that always helps as well. And emotionally, I'm feeling good right now. I know that I have my moments where I'm like, this is never gonna end, I'm never gonna feel normal, and everything I do takes twice as long. Even just getting out of bed, like I'm a morning person, but it's really hard for me to get out of bed in the morning because I just think of all the things that I have to do. Like, I have to make sure my dick's in the right place, and make sure that it's not like falling off, make sure it's supported properly. Then I gotta go to the bathroom, and I gotta uncap my tube, make sure I don't pee on myself, and make sure to take all the medications, which is not that much, it's like 2 things. But it hurts a little bit too, like getting out of bed. I always feel like I'm like halfway to destroying myself, so a little bit of anxiety. Whereas like before, I would hop out of bed, make my breakfast, get started with my day, go to the gym and all that stuff. So I'm just kind of off my routine, so it kind of screws with my mind mentally a little bit. But I think it's a matter of me finding a new routine to get into, and I think the more that I'm able to do things on my own, the better I'm gonna feel, even despite not being able to go to the gym. And I'm hoping to be able to like start doing more stuff for myself. My mom has been really cool to make me breakfast in the morning. That's been really helpful because I'm just so slow at getting up. I haven't been able to sleep very well either, so I've been sleeping till like 7 o'clock to 8 a.m., which is really late for me considering I'm used to getting up at like 3:30 in the morning for work. So I don't fall asleep till like 2 in the morning. But I've tried the CBD oil again before. It kind of scared me a little bit, but I took down the dose and that has been helpful. Last night I didn't really feel anything, so maybe I need to take up the dose a little bit. But it definitely helps me not to feel that anxiety at nighttime that I've been feeling, like I'm not gonna be able to sleep. And I'm at this point in my recovery where my nerves are starting to wake up, and it gives me these really weird, shocking sensations, and it's actually in my arm. So my arm has kind of been like spasming, and I'll feel like a sharp nerve sensation in my thumb, which is weird. Like, I'm numb, my thumb is numb all along the back. So sometimes I get sharp little pains, like maybe the nerves are waking up. I can feel my fingers, all my fingers, fingertip of my thumb, but this is numb still. So I don't know what that's about. And my arm is still kind of like, I don't know if you can see, I'll take this off. My arm's still kind of like bleeding through the bandage. It's been doing that since forever. I'm hoping that stops soon. I have a feeling that my arm might be slightly delayed in healing because I had those blisters, and it's not anything I did or anything like that. I guess everybody is different, and that's just what my body is doing, and it makes me a little anxious. I'm hoping it's not anything too seriously wrong with like the graft or anything like that, but I guess I'll find out tomorrow. I have my second post-op appointment with Dr. Chen tomorrow, and then also my first post-op appointment with Dr. Kind. And we'll see how that goes. Dr. Kind is not known to be Dr. Gentle, as you may have seen in the last video, so I'm a little nervous. I think surgeons sometimes forget that when you're awake, you actually feel things and they can't just kind of toss you around a little bit. But he wanted my elbow to be able to go out straight, and it's not quite there. I've been trying, but like, damn. It hurts. I feel like I'm pulling on my incision. So I don't know, like I feel like it, since I'm still bleeding, like I'm kind of cautious. So I'm just kind of like, leave it at, it's a little bit better than it was. But it's not, ow, it's not perfect. So we'll see what he says. I want to talk a little bit about how I emotionally felt waking up from surgery, what my initial feelings were to seeing my dick for the first time. And honestly, I felt like relief when I first saw my dick for the first time, because it wasn't, I was scared it's gonna be too small, honestly, because of my arm, but when I saw it, and they did give me extra tissue inside of my phallus and surgical tissue, and so for me, I feel like it's like the perfect size, so I'm super happy with that. And I found it kind of funny when I first woke up. I think the nurse kind of knew that I wanted to see what was going on down there, and so like she was checking the Doppler for me. They do this thing where they check, it's called the Doppler, and they put it on the artery on your dick to make sure it has like blood flow so you can hear it. And she was checking that, and she asked me, oh, do you want me to take a picture for you? And so I was like, sure. And I'm halfway like out of it because I'm still on a ton of drugs, and so I hand her my phone and she takes pictures of my dick for me to look at. And I thought that was kind of funny because it's like, man, I didn't even get to take my first dick pic. Like, the nurse did that for me. So I forever have the first dick pic that someone else took of my dick. But yeah, emotionally, I almost felt like crying in a way, because I was just like, this is a moment that I've been waiting for so long. Like, it's there. I no longer have this other thing that's been down there that I never wanted to like associate with, or I didn't want to like look at or I didn't feel comfortable with it. And for that to be gone and for that part of my life to be over, just, I felt so much relief. And if I wasn't so high, I probably would have cried. I don't know. I did cry later that night, but that was just the anesthesia like leaving my body, I think. And it was kind of awkward, and yeah, but anyways. So emotionally, I feel good, despite kind of going stir crazy and not being able to work out. Like, I feel really good about what is going on down here, and I feel like a little kid where I'm like excited. I'm like, oh my god, I can't wait to pee. So I haven't peed yet, but I'm about to see when I can start peeing, because I have my post-op appointment tomorrow, and I hope everything goes well, and hopefully soon I can say goodbye to this catheter that is coming out of my abdomen, because it kind of weirds me out. And yeah, that's about it for now, guys. Peace out. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll see you next time.